Hello YouTubers, how you guys doing today? Today I'm going to make a video. I just want to showcase some of the things that you can do in GM mode. I know that to a lot of people this is one of the more confusing aspects of NBA 2K and all their games. I'm going to try to simplify the process and show you some tips and tricks to make it easier, A, to stay under the salary cap, but B, to win a lot of championships and to create some dominant teams and just have fun in the process. Um, oh, we're going to go ahead. We'll just leave an official 2K roster. Obviously, don't want to change that. We'll go ahead and we'll do league expansion. Um, I'll go ahead and start an off season. I just figured by starting expansion, you guys are going to get to see the moments on how to build something from nothing. And I'll go ahead and I'll make videos also on how to do it from teams that are already established as well. I just figured this would be a good starting point for a lot of people that just want to get into GM mode, just want to see what it's about. Because I just think that there are some additional steps that you're supposed to take, and it makes your life a whole lot easier. But we're going to definitely dive into all that. So for me, the only option I ever change over here, I just want to I like turning injuries off. Um, you can leave them on, obviously, if that's something you like, but it does add more that you have to do during the course of the season, which I feel that there's enough. There's enough with trying to sim a season without having to be stopped all the time because somebody gets hurt and then they come back and then they get hurt and then um, just adds more. However, it does add more real feel to the game if you're playing through the actual games. If you're just simming, you don't want to have to keep stopping whenever somebody gets hurt. So I wouldn't, I don't even worry about what these guys tell you right there. I wasn't paying attention, don't care. Um, yeah, because we're going to do things our way here. Let's see here, document feedback. Let's see, we should get the number 4 pick. That's typical if we get the expansion teams. So I can't see that being an issue here. Let's go. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Yep, number 4. That's what I figured. Okay. Staff signing. Now here's where things get a little challenging for people. They don't like this part of it. I'm going to simplify it and make it very, very easy for you to know who you should get in each one of these spots. So the first thing you want to look for is you want the money symbol with no other red symbols if possible. So in this case, he's got the money symbol. I'm good with that. And he wants it for year a lot. He wants a lot of money. With this team, I can afford it. If you have lower budget, go down and find a budget guy that has that. Because yeah, that's a lot of money to pay this guy. We'll have enough, but yeah, I typically don't spend this much on this guy. So him. The next symbol that we're looking for is this one, the one with the globe. Not the other symbol there, but the one that looks like a globe. We want that on this guy. And what that'll do is that makes him a recruiter. That means that uh, people will like playing for your team more. He keeps the players kind of in line to make sure that they stay happy. Um, just an overall good thing to have. Next thing we're looking for with this spot is a whistle. That whistle means they're a legendary coach. Legendary coaches mean that guess what? People are going to want to sign with you, which means we'll have the opportunity to pick up bigger free agents down the line. Maybe even this season, we'll see. Every now and then something crazy like that happens, and that's a lot of fun. Let's see. So yeah, the next thing we want is the hat. You see that hat? That hat means that your players will develop at a faster rate of pace. So that part is also great. It always says that he'll only do a 2-year deal, but he always signs for 4, so you pay him a little bit more. He's worth it. You just pay it. Because again, your guy's developing faster is worth how much, So yeah, it's just something to kind of think about. Let's see here. Yep, I'll take that. With this one, and I'll pull it up here in a second. Uh, second. Oh, okay. With this one, let's see, this one. Give me a second here. Yeah, so you either want Bloodhound or Sleuth with this slot. If you get the Hard Worker in there too, that's great. But one of these two is great either way. So let's take a look here. The one that you want. Okay. That's the one you want. You want the one where it looks like where they're lifting. That's the one you want for this last spot. This one also is all about players developing faster due to great trainer. Hard work and the in the training room. This guy wants a 2-year deal. You actually have to do the 2-year deal, or else he won't sign. At least at this stage. So there we go. Accept. Sign. I always go with Team Spirit or the one that gives full 100%, but you only get one. Go. So there you go. So again, money symbol, globe, the whistle, the hat, either one of the two symbols I showed you for that guy, and then the weightlifting symbol for this guy. So you go, okay. So there we go. So now we got that part of that done. Those things are huge. Just hiring those guys with those symbols will make such a big difference, and you'll see that as the years going on here. So here we go. Here's the next part. We're waiting for them to give me my draft players, but my draft players are trash. If you don't have the #1 picks, they won't draft, even though he comes down a couple points. That's not nearly as bad as if you tell them that you're going to get the guy and then you don't. So I just, unless I have the #1 pick and I can actually make sure that I'm going to be able to pick the guy that that the coach wants, I don't guarantee it. Which is what he's asking for. He wants a guarantee that you're going to get his guy. Okay, so yeah, one of the worst contracts in all basketball. Let's move this guy. Let's hope that somebody gives me something ridiculous. Yeah, there we go. San Antonio, I'll take it. Even though San Antonio is one of the better teams, they still just got a draft pick, and I got $12 million a year off the salary cap for a guy that, quite frankly, is not worth anywhere near that. Let's see here. I'll take the Golden State picks, and right now, get an extra pick is always good, especially right before this draft, because another team may want to trade me based on draft picks and stuff like that. So these additional draft picks can make a difference before that draft happens. And I'm going to show you what I try to do with those picks. And sometimes I'm able to pull off something, sometimes I'm not. Biggest thing is don't try to push for something that isn't there. And I'll show you what I'm talking about as we get just a little bit closer here. So now let's see if we get any type of wow. Okay. Yeah, I don't want Baines. Cool, but yeah, it looks like they'll be able to do it. Cool. So yeah, we got rid of everybody, right? So there's everybody I can trade right now. We just traded. So yeah, there's nobody left in there. Cool. So let's go ahead and let's enter into the draft.
Good evening and welcome to the NBA draft.
Fun. Let's see exactly what we're able to get. Coach wanted Ingram. Let's see if we can get Ingram. Ingram or Simmons. There's a couple other guys I like in this draft too.
With the first pick in the NBA draft,
kind of nice.
the Phoenix Suns select Buddy Hield from Freeport, Bahamas, and the University of Oklahoma.
'16 and 17 pick.
With the second pick in the NBA draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Ben Simmons. With the third pick in the NBA draft,
not as high on my board.
The Milwaukee Bucks select
if I got Simmons,
Chris Dunn from Providence Park.
Which is awesome. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to do that. Let's go ahead. Conversation. Let's go ahead and get us Ingram. Okay. And I'm going to wait
with the fourth pick in the NBA draft, Brandon Ingram from Duke University.
May be able to get a
With the
second
5th
high-profile guy
pick with the 6th pick, we have a trade to announce.
And that'll also set up a couple other things for me if I'm able to do that. Let's see what happens here. All right. Trade finder. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go on my. Oh, I'm going to go with my pick next year, unprotected. And I just want to see if somebody puts up anything good. I'm not taking that, dude. And they even add this one. Let's see what's offered. Let's see, come on. Let's see. I'll wait a couple more picks. Maybe it'll do it then.
With the 7th pick in the NBA draft, the Utah
if
Jazz
not,
select
again, if you don't
Karis
feel like you're getting
LeVert
the right
from
value,
with the 9th pick in the NBA, we have a trade to
you
announce.
don't do anything unless you think you have the right value on the board for it. I'm going to go ahead and make one more attempt at it. Bender, maybe. Let's see. No, I'll take Bender. He's a 3-star. I'll be able to build him. Do that. Let's do it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and exit draft. And
with the 10th pick in the NBA draft, the Milwaukee Bucks select
job right.
Timothé Luwawu-Cabarrot from France.
This part's still a gamble at this point. Let's see what happens. Obviously, we're going to sign our rookies, except for the second rounder, who I don't want. Let's see here. Okay, free agency. Cool. So, go ahead and take a look at the team. Knew that they'd add a couple guys. I'm going to get rid of them. Let's see here. Let's see. Why are they offering me that? I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I don't know why they were giving that center away. I don't know why they were giving Gobert away. Weird. All right. But yeah, no, if some team's gonna give away one of those top guys like that. All right. So yeah. So basically everything but center and SF. So I need one more center. Two at least. Right. So let's see who's available. I know I don't need an SF. We did just get Gobert for a center. Ryan Anderson, not my favorite power forward, but I know I'll be able to trade him for more down the line after I develop a couple other guys. I want to definitely, and this is something I want you guys to get familiar with, is going down here looking for guys like Stokes that are 22 years old. And what you do is you sign them to 4-year deals, because in 4 years, you're going to be able to develop this guy. I'll even throw a little bit over the top because I'm making him sign a longer term deal. Sign, bang. Mia, it's right. I need one more center. Gomez. Again, this is 69, but he's young. I'll be able to build him. By the time I want to trade him or move him, um, or maybe he just stays a bench player for a couple seasons. Um, that's great. By the time I'm willing to trade him, he's going to be worth a lot more than he's worth currently. That I can definitely assure you guys of. Let's see here. We're gonna go ahead. We'll get rid of Holmes. Let's see here. Okay. With SF, we already have one SF, so we just need to again look near 70. Look at that, 22 years old, perfect. Because again, I'll show you how valuable this is as the seasons continue to roll on. Okay. Another SF. It's because you want 3 of every position, and we want to get them as young as possible because we're not necessarily looking to win this year. I mean, if we can get pieces, that's great. But the major thing here is to get the younger players so we can start to get the franchise on the right track, get them all to sign these 4-year ridiculous deals. Yeah, it's like Woody Rosen's available if I want him. It might not be a bad thing for my team this year. I don't normally go for DeRozan. Let's go for DeRozan. Just because I don't normally do it, this will make things a little bit more fun for me. Let's go for DeRozan. Okay, so there's DeRozan. Okay, and back up, which is a good one. Again, 22-year-old kid, already above the 70. We're going to be able to develop this guy really, really quick. But again, I like doing it this way because then I got everybody on 4-year deals. And by the time they reach that 4 years, we're going to be able to trade them. That way we can continue to do this. We can continue to pay 2 big stars, and then you want to continue to have draft picks or guys that you're elevating to be good enough to make it to where you're constantly in the championships. Yeah, I'm going to show exactly how all this works as we continue on with this in a second. I don't know why he's available for again. All right. I don't think there really was. Good. Yeah, nobody really wants. So what I'm going to do, we'll take another tweener guy, which is, between being a bad player and a good player, there are those average type players. Trey Burke, at least he can run the floor well. He can assist well. But is he, is he an ideal, number 1 point guard? No. But he should still be able to run the team. He shouldn't have the ball stolen from him very often. So yeah, that should definitely work out really, really well. Here we go. So let's get this up. Okay. And I am trying to go through this as quick as I can for you guys. I know that this part of the process um, is not always fun for people. So, give me a second. So, K-Field, that'll be the last one. Yeah. There we go. So, let's see what you do. Look at that. The Rosen signs, no big deal. There we go. Anderson signs. All right, so everybody I went after, I was able to sign. Like I said, when you get the better coaches, but look at that. Now all of a sudden we have 380s, and then you got Brandon Ingram is the number 4 guy on this team right now. And that's going to obviously change pretty quickly. But it does showcase. I think I'm going to have one too many because of that additional point guard. So yeah, we'll drop Neto. He's only $1 million. So again, yeah, we lose that this year, but at least it's a 1-year contract, and somebody will probably pick him up. Yeah, so there we go. So that's our 15 guys. Let's go ahead. And the next thing that you're going to be doing in the off season is you go to training camps. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, so you want me to send Gobert to get rebounding, which I would have done anyways. Okay, so we always want to give our bigs, outside of Ryan Anderson, we want to give our bigs rebounding. The reason it won't be that way with Ryan Anderson is because he's a great shooter. So because he's a really good shooter, we're going to go ahead and we'll make it where he's a better three-point shooter. We'll try to get DeRozan to be a better three-point shooter. Burke. Another thing that I want to make sure you guys are realizing too is you definitely, before I went to anything else, I wanted to make sure that my backup bigs had gotten their rebounding camps. More. And I'll just go ahead and do a weakest player. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to go to next season. And I'm going to show you exactly how to set this up. I know that this video is taking a little bit of time to put together, but I am going through it as quickly as I possibly can for you guys. It's like, come on, game. Come on. Come on. 53, 54. It's going up by ones. All right. I don't know if that's just because of my video recording software that's on or why it's going quite this slow, but it is what it is. It's going. Come on. Come on. But I'm pretty happy about the team that we just got, considering we really didn't have any starting point at all. And yeah, I think this team is going to at least be semi-relevant. I'm not saying they compete for a championship first year, but it, it should be relevant. Should be relevant. So, come on, come on. Oh man, this video. Come on. Or I'm sorry, this game going so slow. Come on, game. Come on. Yeah, because it'll only take a couple more minutes for me to showcase exactly how to set up the rest of this. The nice thing is, for the most part, once you set this up, you won't have to do any more really. Well, not really. I mean, when you add new players, you'll have to go into training once, but that'll be just about it. Don't know why it's going quite this slow. This is a little absurd. Come on, come on. My goodness. Oh, oh, wee. There we go, 100%. Always want to be careful. You can't sing or anything like that if it's copyrighted. Um, I had the background music on when I was first trying to create these videos, and then realized I couldn't use any of them because of the music being in the background. I figured since it was a part of NBA 2K that they already got paid their money, but apparently that's not the way that works. But I do not know why it is taking so long right here. I may have to close the game out and reopen it at this point. Oh no, there it goes. Finally. I was just about to give up on it too. Really, really close. Alright, so next thing you want to do is you want to go into training and you want to put these all up to very high. You don't have to mess with anything else with training. This is it. Just put them all to high. There we go. So that part's done. The only other part that we have to do, we're going to pick the right guys. It's just a matter of you want them to be happy. So go to pep talk. Try to get them at least close to 100. The three guys that I'm going to show you, you want them to be close to 100. The coach, the assistant coach, and the trainer. Samuel's relatively happy. None of these guys are like low 20s or anything. Like none of them are super upset, which is good. There we go. So, okay. But you'll actually notice as you do that, it'll actually build their rank. Their scores will go up. So their scorecard right there will go up just by you making them happy. And that means that they're going to do a better job of developing players and everything else like that. But anyway, so here is a recap of what just happened. So we have DeRozan, we have Gobert, we have Ryan Anderson, we have Brandon Ingram, Trey Burke, and then a bunch of role players. But again, we're going to build these guys. I can't wait to show you what happens after we go through an entire season, which will be the next video. The next video, I'm going to showcase. I'm gonna actually sim out the whole season. But I want you guys to actually see the way you're supposed to answer these questions as they, from the press guy, and exactly how to work through these seasons, how to figure out how to stay within the salary cap, things like that. So I'm definitely have a lot more tricks to show you. I hope that you guys are liking these videos. If you are, please like, please subscribe. It's appreciated. And I'm going to obviously keep creating videos for you guys to watch. So again, I hope you enjoy. New videos will be coming really, really shortly. I hope to see you there. All right. Have a great day, everyone.